have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the football first. The Gators grabbed the Dogs and put them in a death bowl the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped, and Georgia knows in this one this time. They've got to be able to get some stops and get some takeaways.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you named those guys, the other quarterbacks that can win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak TD.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Dogs.
He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this.
Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Dogs! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose.
Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked And this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To the air, it's Carr. He's got him this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the out.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for space. It's Ncaa. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. After that earlier interception, they want to make sure this guy gets his rhythm back.
Yeah, and sometimes when he loses confidence, he's also not going to push the ball down the field. He doesn't want to make a mistake, and that's a tough life. You want your quarterback to play free and not worry about making that mistake. He's already made one. This is a good way to kind of get that confidence going again.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Break to check him out. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it at the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Creates a little space. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Got the quick pass. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Card. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
New set of downs after the completion. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. Back to pass, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Makes the catch. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like run, Lindsey, run.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw. Right out, trying to get it in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's O'Neal. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Finds his target down the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Banks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Gators will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's thrown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ncaa. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. To the air, it's Carr. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Grove.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man, Ncaa. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. Ncaa tackled there by the defense.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Offense scoops it up and still going.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Defense looks as if it's coming. Uncorks one. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. It's complete on the right side. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here's the give off the left side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Right down the middle. It's caught. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do? Turning it on! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Gators! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ncaa. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on, they execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one.
Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's rolled. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's thrown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D and easily picked that up.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.